Welcome to The Next Bite, friends, and welcome back to the show, or welcome to it if it's your first time. We're talking today about how you will go about creating your full day of eating in order to hit your protein goals, okay? A couple weeks ago, we did a podcast episode focused on how to determine what your protein intake should be based on FDA and dietary guidelines. So today I'm going to take you through MyFitnessPal and how I would create not a full day of eating, but my full day of eating in terms of protein, how I would hit my protein goal. So this should give you a good example. I'm going to pop MyFitnessPal up on the screen here. So I'm doing this in real time with you. But again, going back real quick, I typically take in around 2,000 calories per day. It differs for everybody, and I'm aiming for about 25% of my daily intake to come from protein. So that boils down to about 125 grams of protein. So how do I hit that? Well, I'm going to open up MyFitnessPal and I'm just going to log everything I think that I want and the portion sizes that I think that I want, and then we'll tweak the portions at the end of the day to make sure that it actually hits at least 125 grams. So I'm going to go into my diary and I'm just going to start by adding a breakfast food. I start off just about every single morning with a protein shake. We're going to do a Premier protein shake. Most of y'all have heard of that. And just for simplicity here, I'm not going to add in all the carbs or any extra fats that I might have. I'm just going to track protein to hit my protein goal. You will get some extra like trace grams of protein from different carbohydrate sources. But again, keep this simple. We're just focusing on protein. And the next couple of weeks, we'll do one that's just focused on carbs, and then one that's just focused on fats, and then one that's just focused on fiber. So I will link the previous episodes, the ones on YouTube or the ones via just audio, if y'all want to go back and listen to those. It will help if you listen to the ones focused on what the guidelines are to figure out how many grams of each macronutrient before you actually break down what you want to eat throughout the day to hit the goal. All right, so I've got one shake in there. Then I'm going to go to brunch because I have brunch set up in there. Who doesn't love brunch, right? And oh my gosh, I should have planned this out a little bit better. Let's just say, again, this is an example. So for simplicity's sake, let's just say I go to Chick-fil-A and I get grilled Chick-fil-A nuggets, 12 count grilled nuggets. All right. And that puts me at 34 grams of protein for lunch. I do like the Chick-fil-A salads. They're wrap, that grilled chicken cool wrap. Those are pretty good. All right, afternoon eat. And everybody can set up their MyFitnessPal or whatever app you want differently. I have mine set up to do breakfast, brunch, afternoon eats, dinner, and then I have a section for drinks and desserts as well. So for afternoon eats, I'm going to put in here a collagen tea, or actually they kind of discontinued those. If you can find the Aura brand of collagen tea, highly recommend you get it. They're delicious. Each one has about 15 grams of protein. So good. I think GT Foods makes them, so I don't know if they stopped making them or if Whole Foods just stopped carrying them, but I would like them back. Anyway, a beverage that we carry at the gym called Protein 2.0 is a really great whey protein isolate beverage, and each of those bottles has 15 to 20 grams of protein in it. So Protein 2.0, let's see. Yeah, that'll work. So the bottle that I chose has 15 grams of protein. Some of them are caffeinated, some of them are not. So if it's in the afternoon, I usually have a non-caffeinated one. In the morning, I usually have caffeinated one. So that's there. So far, just to give you all a quick check, if I scroll down and I hit the nutrition button, it can show me my total. So total right now, I'm at 79 grams of protein. So we're getting close, but we still have a good ways to go. So now I'm going to go into dinner, and let's see. So I've already had protein shake, I've had a protein water, I've had chicken. So let's just maybe change it up and say let's say it's a fancy date night and I'm gonna have a filet mignon, because why not? I can have whatever I want when it's in the app, right? All right, cooked at 4 ounces, that should give me about 35, almost 36 grams of protein. I'll take it. Okay. So now if I back out of dinner, scroll down again, click on that nutrition button, I'm sitting at 115 grams of protein. Now, odds are at this point, when I add up the different carbohydrate sources that I have throughout the day, I'll probably get myself to 125 grams of protein. Usually things like a cup of rice, a cup of quinoa, a cup of a starchy whole grain carbs is going to have 3 to 5 grams of protein in it. And even when you eat things like fruit, you're going to get 1 or 2 grams of protein. So again, we're sticking with protein today, so I am going to add one more item that's focused on protein. Actually, so we're going to do this. We're going to add dessert. Who doesn't love peanut butter? Now, peanut butter is a fat source. So when I know a lot of people think of peanut butter and they go, oh, it's protein. Yes, there is protein in peanut butter or any kind of nut butter, but it's got way more fat. It's got more than twice as much fat. Typically 2 tablespoons of peanut butter, which is a standard serving size, will give you about 8 grams of protein and 16 grams of fat. Now, 1 gram of fat is worth 9 calories, where 1 gram of protein is only worth 4. So not only is it double the amount of grams, but it's also a little over quadruple the amount of calories compared to protein. So I'm gonna add this in because I know it's gonna help get me to my protein goal, or at least very close. Peanut butter. We're going to do 2 tablespoons because that's the standard serving size. So it's going to give me, again, roughly 7 or 8 grams of protein, 16 grams of fat. I'm totally fine with that. And what else do I want to have? Let's see. I'm on the spot. It's challenging to do, and it's on the spot. What else do I have at the house right now? I could do protein bars. I just had an applesauce. So we're sitting at 122 grams of protein. And actually what I'm going to link for this video and in the show notes of the podcast, so whether you're listening or you're watching, I have what I call a grocery shopping macro guide. It's a 7-page document, and each page is focused on a different macronutrient or category. So you'll have a full page of just different protein sources, a full page of different carbohydrate sources. Specifically, we'll have a whole page on fruits, a whole page on fibrous vegetables, a whole page on whole grains, beans and legumes, got a whole page on dairy, whole page on fats, and a whole page on plant-based protein sources. Ooh, I know what. So in the morning, in addition to a breakfast shake, oftentimes I'll make myself a couple of eggs and either do that with grits or oatmeal. So I really like that too. So we're going to go back to breakfast. I'm just going to make myself, in the app, 2 scrambled eggs. So I'm looking up egg. I want whole egg. We're just going to do 2. Typically, similarly to peanut butter, an egg, like a whole egg, including the yolk and the white, is going to have fat and protein in it, and it has about 4 to 5 grams of fat and about 6 to 7 grams of protein. So macronutrient gram wise, it is less than protein, but when you multiply by 9 versus 4, you'll have more calories coming from the fat than you will the protein. So I'm going to do 2 eggs to give me 12 grams of protein and 10 grams of fat, and then we'll scroll down, hit that nutrition button, and those things together, that puts me at 134 grams of protein, 26 grams of carbs. Again, we did not add carbohydrate sources in, which I absolutely would do. We're just saving the carbs for next week's discussion. And then 44 grams of fat. Again, I would add a few more fat sources in there as well to get me to my appropriate fat goal. So in conclusion, we have 1 protein shake, Premier Protein, 2 whole eggs, a 12-count grilled chicken nuggets from Chick-fil-A, a protein 2O, a 4-ounce filet mignon, and then 2 tablespoons of peanut butter. Okay, so that is just one option, one way to get a full day of eating in terms of hitting your protein goals. There's a million ways out there to do it, and you can create your own in an app just like I did. You can go ask ChatGPT or Perplexity to help you out with different ways to hit that protein goal, but you can absolutely do it. I would love to hear what your full day of eating looks like. So if you do that and you create it, tag me on Instagram. Excuse me. I'm at Danye Phillips, and we're going to wrap things up there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I can't wait to talk to you next week. Lots of crazy things going on right now. Getting ready to go out of town to go house hunting in Orlando. Should be moving in the next couple of weeks officially. So hopefully the next time I talk to y'all, we'll have made an offer on a house. Like, things are moving and grooving. Life is good. Life is good. So yeah, that's going to wrap things up for today. I hope you enjoyed learning how to hit your protein goals, and I will talk to you in the next episode of The Next Bite. Bye for now.